Hi there, my name is Leo Bedra, the software engineer who developed BitCube software. And today I'm so excited to introduce to you BitCube version 5. The reason I'm so excited is because now BitCube has a code editor that unlocks your potential. So now you don't have to wait for New Hope to come up with a new version, adding some features for you to be able to enjoy on your website. Now with the code editor, with a little bit of knowledge about programming, and if you know what you're doing, you can put your code there and have it happening on your website. So this code editor has features like an ID with the ability to highlight the syntax and also be able to debug and also complete your code for you. So you are good to go. The most interesting part about it all is it accepts JavaScript, it accepts CSS, and it also accepts normal HTML. So you actually have no limit as to what you can do with the code editor. So without wasting much time, let me show you what I got there.
Okay, so here I just installed a freshly installed BitCube on the server. Yeah. And as you can see, this is I want to change this color from sea blue to gold, and I want to change the shopping cart item counter background to the same color, as well as the H1 and H2 colors over here. They are white. I want to change them to gold as well. So here's how I'm going to go about it. I'll first right click and then inspect element. You can do this using any browser of your choice. I love Firefox, so it's what I use all the time. Now here is where you see the class, so you can either select the class or the ID. So in the case where there is no ID, you see a class. In the case where there is no class, you see an ID. So just select whatever you have with the element. Okay, so in this case we are selecting BUTTN. That is the that is the class name, okay, of the button. So I'll copy and save. Okay, I'll copy and save. The next one we want to look at is this guy. Okay, so it should be somewhere around here. Okay, so there's the ID CCAT. Okay, so that's it, CCAT, and there's the background. So we're going to change the background colors to gold, from this color to gold. Okay, so I'll copy this too and save it somewhere. Now let's go. Now I want to check this. Now both the H1 and the H2 have HM as a shared class. So, and I want to change the color of both of them, so I'll just copy this particular class. That's all I need. Okay, that's all I need. The HH is for H1. H2 also has its own separate class. Okay, so that being done, let's now log in and begin doing our magic. Okay, so sorry, my internet is a bit slow. Okay, so now we go to the code editor. You can quickly search code. Open the code editor. Alright, so now we are with the code editor. Now depending on the kind of code you are inserting, you can either insert it to start of page, between the head and head tags, or after the body tag, or before the closing of the body tag, or at the end of the page. Now sometimes maybe you want to install a plugin, be the live chat or something else. They will specifically tell you where to insert the code on your website. Okay, though I haven't really come across any HTML code or JavaScript code that requires that you insert them at the start of page. Usually we only insert server-side languages such as PHP into the start of page, so we can process stuffs before the rest of the page gets rendered. So, and unfortunately in this code editor you cannot save PHP codes, because that is the main code of the website, or the main programming language of the website is PHP. So you cannot save any PHP code. I've programmed the code editor to tell you that, in case you mistakenly paste in any code. We're going to go there in a moment. So I will not advise you save anything at the start of page anyway, unless of course you are specifically asked. Now we go to the in between the headers, or between the head and head tags. Over here you are free to save CSS. That's the suitable spot for CSS codes and some JavaScript codes. Okay, not all JavaScript code. There are some JavaScript codes. I'm going to insert a modal right now. They require that you put them at the end of pages, because some of those JavaScript code may be bound to an HTML element on the page, which needs to be loaded before the JavaScript code fires. Okay, so if the code fires and the element is not ready, or the code is ready to fire yet the element is not ready, the function of that script may not be fulfilled. Okay, but it's not in all cases that you put, though it's more suitable in most cases you have to put it there. So here I'm going to now change the color of the background color of my button and the shopping cart counter background. So what I do is now start with what? Style. Okay, the autocomplete function, as you can see, is working. Now I'm now going to put in my selector. Okay, so the header, the name of the button on our header for the sign up is buttn. Okay, so it's a class, so we start with the dot buttn and then we bring a comma. I want to group the selectors for this CSS row. Now the second one is also is an ID, so that one will start with hash #CCART. Okay, if I don't bring the comma, it will not work. It will work like a child, sorry, it will work like a parent and a child element. So now I open another bracket, it auto completes it for me. Now I want to change the background color, so we type in background. Okay, so background color, I want to use gold, so gold is FFD700. Okay, oh sorry, let's just start with the hash. Alright, so now in order for me to be sure, make sure that it overrides what I already have within BitCube's own CSS, I have to add important. And once I hit the exclamation mark sign or symbol, it automatically brings in the important. Okay, look at it. Yeah, that's the magic. So I don't have to write the word important anymore. Okay, so now I'm going to save this. Okay, so two elements are going to change, the background of two elements are going to change using this CSS rule. Now I have a modal code here. Here we have it. So I'm going to copy this code and go to end of page. Then I paste it. Then I save it. Now this is the parent pages, are the pages that load when you refresh the page on BitCube or your website. Then we have the child pages. Let's switch to child pages. These are the pages that load through Ajax. Again, I'm not going to put anything on start of page. I'm moving all the way down to between the headers. So here I'm going to change the H1, the color of H1 and H2. So again, style, then the name of, they have a common class, that's HM. So I open a bracket and then I change color. The color is FFD 700. Okay, so I can then what? Save this code as well. Alright, now let's log out and see what happens on the home page, whether our changes will take effect. Remember, we added a modal, a pop-up, as some of you may refer to it, Then we've changed the button of, the color of the sign up button, and then the shopping cart counter background, and also our H1 and H2. So let's see if those, oh, there we have them. You can see. So now we have a pop-up, a modal. You can put in whatever it's all happening within the code editor. Okay, so we close this, and then yeah, so you can do the same for, okay, we are now open. You can do the same for any elements. Just select, inspect, get the ID or the class of that element, and you're good to go. Now I want to show you something. There will be consequences when you post certain codes. All right, it could mostly be because of element ID conflicts. Let's take a look at this. Okay, you can see how messed up this is. It's not supposed to be like this. It's supposed to be like arrange itself properly. But now this is as a result of the modal code that we pasted, the CSS and the JavaScript. So I need to go back. There is probably a conflict with an ID. So this is what the results will look like. So after you paste in a new code to your website, make sure you go around and check if what you did is working perfectly. If there is any problem, go back to your code editor and then work it out. So now let's log in. Let me show you something. So with this, I can switch themes and still maintain those colors. Remember, I can also change the background color of my website entirely using the code editor. Okay, just using the same approach I demonstrated. You can change virtually anything on the website and introduce new features. You don't have to wait for New Hope to do that for you. Okay, so now let's assume I want to enter a PHP code. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Okay. Now let's try to save this. So always give you a prompt. Sorry. Okay. So you could see that in this case, you can only save this type of codes. And also, it's only allowed, or let me say, it only allows super administrators to use this interface. So if you are not a super administrator, if you are just a normal administrator, this is what you see when you log in. Sorry, only super administrators can use this interface. Now, however, this code is not any code from the website itself. It's just a dummy code, and you can't save it. Even if you try to save it, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Okay, you still see this prompt. So this is it, and if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comment section, and I'll leave the link to the demo version in the description below. Thank you so much for your time. See you soon.